So it's Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. and everybody else has been up for hours. I just got up probably about got upstairs about a half hour ago. Took a shower. Sean is blessing us with his delicious breakfast burritos. The man is a culinary wizard. And we're gonna go for a ride today and look at leaves. But we're gonna go up over some passes, so you will see those pictures because that's why we're going to take pictures. Alright, so it's 10:40 a.m. We are all in, like Flynn, in our Subaru. And we are going to go up some mountains and down some mountains and up some other mountains. And we will show you the beautiful colors. So Sean just had a really good way to put it. We were talking about fall and I said to him, I used to think that fall was when the temperatures dropped, the leaves would change, and that's not it at all. I've come to realize when the light shifts, when the sun shifts in the horizon and the light tone shifts, the trees know to go down, and Sean said it's just like dusk. The trees know, you know, it's very cool.
Yeah, this is the Como Roundhouse.
This is the Como Roundhouse. It's an old train roundhouse built by Italians long time ago.
House.
Yeah, that's cool. The octagon, is it for sale? The thing with the chest on it and everything.
Yep.
Look at that old broken house right there.
Well, these people live here, guys.
It might look broken, but it's somebody's house.
That one right there's for sale.
Look how old that must be.
Busy.
Busy, yeah. We must have quality stuff if people are coming to see them. I wonder what that big white building is down there.
What big white building?
Right there.
Oh, it's not a hotel.
Cool.
And it's a restaurant.
It looks dead.
Here's the sign right here. Cowboy Como Depot.
Gosh, it looks like it needs some TLC.
Yeah, maybe it's defunct now.
Bummer. I would love to find a place like that and restore it, like an old hotel like that.
It's a cool place.
Be pretty bad if we fell.
It would be horrible if we fell.
Well, that does down there.
This is one of the reasons I married him, because he's a photographer and I love it. We may be into different kinds of photography now, but it's still photography. What's the name of this pass?
BOREAS.
BOREAS. And what is the height? Do you know?
About 11,000 feet.
11,000 feet? Okay.
We can find out.
That's a lot of feet.
I know it.
I was right. Silver Heels.
Over there.
Mount Silver Heels, 13,822 feet. The cemetery is over here.
6. And they're full force in 57.
Hi guys. Are we having fun?
Mommy, there's snow on that mountain.
Yep, that's Mount Guyot.
Which one? It was completely white.
We're coming up to where Very thick.
That's Mount Gaia with that white snow on it. So the last time we were here, we had a picnic. We pulled over and parked here, and there's this old road that goes up here, and it's been blocked. You can kind of see where that tree is actually, that little tree is in the road. And then down here, you can't see it from the road, but there's actually foundations for buildings we found. It was a house, a barn, and like a paddock for animals, wasn't it? And then the road goes up around this corner, and it went up like this, and it scooped back up top like that. So we didn't really go much farther. Boy, I hope this blows my brother's mind, because he's never seen anything like this. And I'm struck every time we do these passes, because we go over often, at the beauty, just the sheer, it's just awe-inspiring.
Yeah, isn't it?
The size is beyond imagining, you know. These mountains are huge.
That you have to be here to experience.
Right, yeah, you can't look at a picture and be like, oh, mountain. You have to actually feel how big this mountain is. That is so beautiful.
Right.
And just think in like 2 months it'll be covered in snow.
Yeah, 2 months you won't be able to get up here.
Right. This will be impassable.
So you have a snowmobile.
Right. Which we do not.
Yeah. One of these days. Which side?
You come here and you can imagine how glaciers were made.
Yeah.
Because you come up here in July, August, and there's still snow. So you have to imagine how many feet there was of snow for it to last that long and how much is left. And then every year it just builds and builds and builds. It's such a beautiful world we live in.
You say there's still snow in August?
Yeah.
It's September.
It's September. It's September. There's still snow in September.
It's October.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you. You know what I mean. Everybody's doing the same thing today, coming out and seeing the leaves. And gosh, do you blame them? Heck no. Look at this. Look at that.
Mommy, look. There's an old thing here.
Look at it. It's the old foundation of some log cabin in the trees back there. You see it? My guess is they had one that was their home and the other was animal paddock. You really had to tend your livestock and keep them close, or animals, mountain lions and bears and stuff would eat them.
There's some more around the corner.
Okay, and I know they started with like tents, and they would go from tents to log cabins, and then they would build stone homes in lieu of log cabins, all depending on the success of their mining. If the mine was not so great, or a new mine, that's when they had just a tent, and then if they got some metal like silver or gold, then they would build in the wood. And if they got real big amounts and like sold it for profit, sold the deed to their mine, that the mining company would come in and build stone and really dig in, and that's where you'd get towns that would go from 100 to 10,000 people in 1 week. And it was because they would hit a mine and they would just pour gold at their feet. Well, I mean, hard-worked people died. It was treacherous and awful living, but they could do it. I do see it. Okay, so we're coming nearly to the top of the pass. You can see it from here. And that's where you'll see all these cars up here in this little scoop. And the road will take us up there, so we'll show you. There's buildings up there, and they may be open. We'll take a stop and see. It's a pretty little copse of aspens out in the middle of the pine.
It's pretty.
So the aspens are more of the, oh gosh, what do you call them? The pioneer plants. So if there's an opening, a space in the pines, then that's where you'll get the aspen pop up and they'll build a grove of aspens. And that's typically like after fires. So you'll have fires that will come burn canyon after tens of thousands of acres. And it'll be really quickly overgrown with aspen because they're pioneer trees. They're the hardy, advantageous, strong, and that's why they're one of the only trees that can survive here. This is a very mean climate to live in. So you can start to see where you're noticing timber cut, and you can tell it wasn't blow down, it was cut because it's actually, there's a stump left with a straight edge. And whenever you see that, you know that there was people, domestication, buildings, and we know for a fact that the pass that we're going over was a stagecoach or a railway, a train pass. And there was a stop at the top in the middle, and that's where we're headed. But you can see where they cut all these trees down to build their buildings, and we're gonna go take a look at those buildings so you can see what they made those trees into. Okay, Sean's guess is that it was the Denver, South Park, and Pacific Railway, but we will see when we get there. Okay, the red line on the map is the Continental Divide, so we're very nearly there. And we're at the top. Here's these buildings. Oh, look at all the people. Holy cow.